Yes, this is one of them giant tomcats I said. Look at the size of him. I shouldn't feed him really, should I? But he eats what my bloody cats are such little faddy sods. They leave the food and he's just been eating it. It's alright, goodbye. Are you nervous? You're a beautiful big boy, aren't you? Hmm? Full of scratches because he fights with that big blue one that comes. Although the blue one's nervous. Look at Ginger looking annoyed. Sniffing. I had to adopt you to replace Blackie. I've been at my mum's, she rung up, as well as that optimizer going pear-shaped. My scales are playing up at different readings. And I got some myself. I got these from my mum for Christmas, £12. I thought I'd get myself some. Because mine broke, the ones in the bathroom bloody broke. So I got some for myself. These are my mum's. Went up. I said, where's the plastic feet, eh? I said, when I got mine, I thought they were just little pads. I've stuck them on. But they come with little feet, like a plate that big, with a little thing and 2 pins to go in, and I put glue on mine. Feet? Where's the box? I've thrown it away. I said, well, in the packing, in a hollow bit, were a pack of 4 feet. And because they're fragile, that's why they're packed separate, with 2 little holes. That's how I glued mine in. Feet? Oh. And I said, well, maybe it needs a new battery. So I took some batteries down, assuming they're all the bloody same. Where's they gone? On the card. I snipped them in half, took them down, put one in. No. So I just been up. I put a door curtain up because I went for my tea last night and the bloody room was full of flies. I said, I'll put your door curtain up. Well, I don't think I've ever any Velcro. So I took my drill up, put 2 little hooks up, hooked them on, put a screw in the middle, and there was some Velcro, but because it had come loose in the packet, it was stuck to the curtains halfway down. Anyway, that's one little job sorted. This, to put the feet on, and I said it's still not working. I put a try another, and then I realised on this pack there's 2025, 2016 and 4, 2032, which is what is required here. So I took my scales up. I said, you keep my scales, I'll go and get a battery. A 2032. I had them in the cupboard. I'm going to take them to my mum's as spares. Although I'll snip. Yeah, no I won't, I'll leave it full. Because sometimes little clocks use them. But I'll check in the cupboard and I did have one. Put it in. And of course it's working. Now it's got the right bloody battery, although I have to put it on a hard surface. Alright, pussy, no weeing. You haven't to wee, have you? Oh, another complication as well. Oh, I said I'd get Ernie a melon. I forgot, I'm not trailing to Morrison's. I said I'll get you one. Yellow one, not a watermelon, a yellow one. And when I went, of course, there's 2 yellow ones. Different ones. That's a honey something or other. And that is Gallia melon from Honduras. What the hell's a Gallia melon? And I said, if you're only cheap, I'll have both. And the lady at the checkout said, yeah, one's $1.49, other's $1.59. I said, well. Oh, Ginger, behave. He's only visiting. Peevish. Oh. You have to be nasty to him. Goodbye, aren't you? You're not vicious with Ginger, are you? Sorry, Ginger. He's going to replace Blackie. Oh. Hey, behave. You're frightened though. Are you frightened of Ginger? Yeah, Ginger's got needle claws. Come here. I'll carry you over, Ginger. Come here. So, hey. Hey, behave. Sorry. Let's have a look at you. Sorry. Goodbye. What am I doing with this helmet on, eh? It's alright. Ginger, you're very bad, aren't you? It's alright, goodbye. Bobby doesn't mind. Bobby's his little playmate. Hey. Don't panic, silly. Goodbye. It's alright. Goodbye. What have I been doing with the bike? I was going to get it out, pardon, but I've been spraying the foot peg, rear foot peg, passenger foot peg plate. It's black, I didn't bother with blue, like a bit silly blue. I was going to nip to Halfords and get another, no, it was the range, them big reflectors I got for the little YBR. I thought I'd get another for my bike. See, Bobby's not bothered, are you, Bobby? You're friendly with anyone, aren't you? Come on. Goodbye. You're nervous, aren't you? And if he's mistreated at his other home. Hang up, goodbye. Mind. You're a giant pussycat, aren't you? So they're black now. Rubbed them down. 3 quarts of Aldi black chip resistance. And the reflector, little tiny crappy thing, the standard Honda one. I've measured it 85mm, I think it was. And that big one for the YBI, can you see? It's angled. But there's bolts on the back, so I thought I'll just hacksaw them off. And I thought maybe the bolts will fit either side of here, but I've measured them. And they won't, not quite. But I could put sticky pads on there, stick the big reflector on, because they're only $2.49 from the range. And Halfords, I was going to go there and ask about a loud tin horn. Don't you make them crappy little tinny horns that big to produce a big sound? Same snail horns are crap. As soon as water gets in, they're knackered, aren't they? I think they're designed for cars under bonnets that don't get full of water. So, because I spent a long time at my mum's, faffing around, no time to get the bike out. What's to do? What? You're always sniffing. Are you sniffing at as a weed? Eh, that big tomcat weed? Yeah, we don't see weenie at house, do we? Yeah, that message earlier was for Global Bikes Online. In fact, I'll check, see if they responded. To replace the faulty Oxford Optimizer. That one's lasted about, I got that from the Rocket Centre. That must be years old. That's been closed for about 5 years. But very kindly, Cat Harley has said he's sending me one through the post. That's a coincidence. It should arrive tomorrow. Very good of him. I'll have to send him something. Out of my man drawer, got all sorts. I've got a pair of little spotlights actually. Sort of dull metal, not chrome, just shiny metal. I could put them on his BSA projects. So that's what I've been doing today, last day of my holidays. If the weather's nice tomorrow, I'll go to the range for a reflector. Halfords to ask for a better horn. This one's crap. Hey, big tomcat, are you going to wee on these bikes? I can't keep calling you big tomcat. I can't call you Blackie too now, do I? You're beautiful, aren't you? Goodbye. A lovely pussycat. Is that a scab on your forehead? Shouldn't keep fighting. That's all you do, isn't it, unneutered tomcats? Pee and fight. And get abscesses. And the scratches turn nasty. Goodbye, honey. Right. Set the melons to me mum. Bye for now. Yes, 5p's fit better than pennies, within the constraints of the little dish. So I've added 20 pence to the value. Hopefully it'll work. Like I said, I've given my mum the other one. Women. Feet? What feet? Bag. Fucking hell, fire. Look at that, you see that weaving about? It's like they're having some kind of battle, them two knobs. What a bloody madhouse this country is. Another grot spot, look like bloody tram lines. Forgot to put my orange vest on, but this is a high-vis jacket, so it should hopefully suffice with all these loonies about. I'm only one way. Oh no, not someone else waiting, I'm gonna say. Is it them lights that count how many's waiting and decide how long to stay green? Bump, bump, bump. That's the police headquarters. Maybe I should film outside there like them silly buggers on Facebook do. They call them auditing. Just a pointless pain in the ass. Although when the coppers come out and say, what are you doing filming? That's rather a silly thing to say anyway. We're all being filmed, aren't we? This is the most watched population in the world with all the cameras everywhere. So they shouldn't object to being filmed if we don't object. Oh, plants, I've got all my plants. Just one lot of fuchsias are dying. I don't know why. Maybe they've either been peed on or they're very fragile, aren't they? Bit of a breeze and they snap. I'm not replacing them. Not worth bothering. Put both flashes on. Well, let's have a look at it. First ride without the belly pan. Does it make a huge amount of difference? Well, yes and no. Doesn't really detract from the overall looks, does it? And like I said, I'm past caring anymore. Who wants a belly pan? Now when I change the filter, I don't have to take it off. Right, let's have a look at reflectors. I'll have a look at the plants anyway, just see if there's anything interesting. Yeah, they're always nice, aren't they? Petunias. Right, I'll look it off. Right, well, they're cheaper than I thought, can you see? £1.29. I said to the girl, if they were in a motorbike shop, they'd be 10 quid each. Bugger. I've picked the good ones because some were scratched. One had a crack in, and it's got scratched because on the back is them bloody mounting bolts, and like I said, they're going to have to be ground off them. I'll just stick that on there once I've ground it off. And it's angled, and it's twice as big, more than twice as big. You know what I mean? So if you want one, let me know. Got some catnip, dreamies, and the moggies. I was going to have a good look round, but I might be tempted, excuse me, to spend. Although I was pleasantly surprised yesterday, they wanted a meter reading, and it's come back, and I expected an astronomical bill. And it's same as usual, about £105. And direct debit's 75, so I've given £25 off my credit card as an extra payment. Direct debit's coming out on the 1st of May. So that'll be more or less it, even. I'm expecting £400 and odd. Oh, I keep seeing that. That's a Suzuki 1400 with 4 silencers. I've seen it at Rivington and all over, and St Anne's. He's got a duck. Someone was taking piss in my little mascots. Oh, silly toys, and yet everyone should have a little mascot. I put tape on there. Excuse me, while some glue was drying. But whether it's the glue that goes hard, I was going to get some epoxy. I always put, it's a cap off from Innocent Smoothies, it just fits. And just replace that rather than the metal wearing down, which you do eventually. That was my dream bike at one time, but I got that Honda Super 4 instead. See, starter motor, nothing on it. She found a red and black drink. You could just slip it on. You don't need to be glue because the curvature it can makes a mistake. Just cut a little notch out for the power lead. Although that's clean, isn't it? They sometimes go all corroded and horrible. I do. Alright. Fine, thank you. CB 1100. Let's have a look at the second hand range. That was Mr. Yules himself there. He did Land's End to John O'Groats in a record time. I don't know how he did it. A couple of years ago. It was a challenge, you know, he had to spend over £600 on a bike, so he used an old Suzuki. And he did it in about 22 hours or something. I think I'd have a Thruxton. Is that a real name? Arnie Tweddle. T Gun, Tommy Gun. Arnie Tweddle. What's this? Fred Flintstone? Mohammed Nakuda. £5 for a black interceptor. What were Alan saying about it? Something went terribly wrong. And he's traded it in for a Blackbird 1100. I won't ask about horns. I'll go to Alfred's and have a shufty around there. Maybe I should just get a original Honda horn. Although probably about £50 bloody instead of a 10. Look at that engine. A bloke who's retired from work. What's he called? Holden. Kevin Holden. He had a big BMW, not one of these, I forgot what model it was. And he offered it me. Steve, I'm selling my BMW, 3.5 grand. I thought I'd give you a first refusal. And if I had money I could have bought it and maybe sold it for 5 grand. But I thought, was there something wrong with it? And I thought he was selling it to forget all about biking. Now he's retired. And he's got a bloody Harley. I don't know what model that is either. So I retired and he's bought a Harley. Looks like one of them. I'm baffled with all the model range. Is it written on? Looks like one of them. Definitely not one of them. Limited edition. 114 cubic inches. It's nice, isn't it? Very low. Belt drive. Yeah, a duck with a red helmet on. Fed up with this wind. The weather, not my wind. I got up in the middle of the night to go to the bloody bog. Luckily I woke up and I wanted to do that lot in bed on fire. I sat on potty for 40 minutes. I must have had something nasty in my food. I wondered if it was with messing in the bloody garden, planting stuff. Then you have a brew and biscuits. And I thought, was the soil still on my fingers? Because it's just a mass of bugs in it, in soil. They're funny little bikes, aren't they? Little Honda. What are the designers thinking of to come out with something like that? Honda are meant to be stylish. It's horrible. Little custom jobby. Look at the queues here. All this to go to houses and be told they don't do 12-volt tinny horns. I'll go this way. They're made out of funny bent steel, aren't they? It gets white flecks on and then rust. Right, horns. Lots of nice bicycles in there, including electric. Keep meaning to get one, but will it improve my veins or my circulation or pains or actually anything? Very doubtful. When I won in the early 90s, I thought I was going to have a bloody brain hemorrhage, because when I got to work, after pedalling up a big hill, I could hear the pulse in the back of my head. I think I'll fill up where I fill up at work. I'll go up the hill. Don't bother staying on your own side of the bloody lanes. They're all doing it, aren't they? What do you think the white lines are for? How much is it now? Supreme, 175 a litre. Bloody hell, even worse up here. Not button my bloody jacket. Credit card's still there, luckily. I'm glad I sorted that out. Just put an extra one on that were plain and plastic rather than proper carbon, but the other one said CBI something or other on. That wasn't relevant to the Hornet. Supreme 99. Sausage shop. Someone in California said they lived in Ozzle Twizzle, and he said thanks for going up and down Union Road to remind me of where I used to live. Bit of a difference in California and here. Still, no one's opening up with machine guns here. I'm watching a few of them shootouts on Facebook Watch. Just maniacs, aren't they? Even the coppers are mental. Pull you over for a minor violation. Keep your hands where I can see them. You're going to get shot. That's what you're talking about. You're going to get shot. Don't move your hands. Don't. They're all on cocaine or something. It's mental sods. They're all ex-army, aren't they? Half mental. Or just bullies. Yes, there's a learner driver in the front, so I'm sure they realise where I keep braking and behind. Oh, I had no idea that Liam Gallagher were coming to Blackburn next week with his band. There was a notice, Blackburn Live, and it said the tickets are not transferable and anyone that's bought them off touts will not be allowed in. I think they must be registered to people's names. I thought, what a good idea. When Paul McCartney's playing the UK, it says tickets sold out within a minute. Yeah, because it's bloody bots and touts that buy them all, and then you put them back online for sale at £500 instead of 50. Sods. I know it's a way of making money for people, but it's unfair on fans, isn't it? So I wonder if Gallagher's thought of that. Hey man, them tickets I want for fans, not bloody touts. Make them register their names to each ticket and check them on a list when they come in. Okay, Liam. Yeah, car shop closed down and now it's babies and toddlers. Let's go already 15 mile up the motorway to the next one. I won't mind a rummage through the rare stuff again, like I got them flashing units last year. New old stock, still there after about 20 years. I don't like visiting shops without buying anything, but they've altered the upstairs so much I don't think they sell bits and bats anymore. They used to sell all sorts. Looks like they had more deliveries. Where's them bikes come from? HT heat treated pallets. Z650. That'd be a nice size of bike to have, wouldn't it? Well, that's what that Suzuki was. I had a test ride on here. I think I'll be able to squeeze upstairs with all the bikes here. So look at them Benellis again. I like that Benelli 500, if we still have them. Oh, it's a Royal Enfield room, isn't it? Meaty. You've done away with the Benelli stuff. Metallic brown. Oops, hell. A slope for the bike. Nearly slipped down it. Oh well, never mind about horns. If they're not on eBay, they're not anywhere, are they? Kawasaki, you have one of them. The Derek have one. 1400 GTI. See the wind dropped down here, up on the hill as it were gale force. Let's get home. I've had a pain in my chest all week. That bloke off home was under the hammer. Charity mission to what's it called? Wrea, bloody hell. The Ukraine with a lorry load of charity stuff. And he's come back, felt rough, and he's had to have a load of fluid drained from around his heart and lungs, poor chap. Alright, Ginger. You alright? Not poorly, are you? Do you want a cushion to sit on? Yeah, Bobby. Got some dreamies, Bobby. Dreamies. Dreamies, Ginger. Yeah. You want some, Bobby? Come on. Goodbye. Not open the door ever. Right, so I've just sawn them two bolts off the back. Very close to, so that this stuff sticks. Let's see how, some little scissors. Let's see how this fits to you. Alright, Bobby. A little Bobby. Got some more dreamies. Clean. It's a lot better. Just hope it sticks on. If I should put something. No, I'm going to put a bead of silicone or something across there, but no. If it drops off, I've got 3 more. I should have cleaned it, shouldn't I, with some solvents. Play it by ear. Got plenty of that sticky stuff on the roll. Right, I'm gonna do a bit of shopping and have a rest. Still feel weary, even despite a week off. Getting old. Bye for now. Don't go grey. Last day of my holidays I want sunshine and warm. There's still no buds on that tree. Little ones. I just got a couple more fuchsias, only £1, and a really nice red and purple ones because this 4 days of wind have snapped 2 of my unhealthy looking Aldi ones. Be even windier up here, won't it? Where am I going? Well, I did a search online, classic car events, Lancashire this weekend, and there's a little classic car show at Wrea Green, which is on the way to Blackpool. Well, you know, through Preston, Kirkham, one of them little villages, and there's a village green, and the cars are on it. Is it still a mill? Is it offices, or is it private luxury apartments? I'm looking on a Liverpool website that posts pictures of old photographs and all the demolition in the 60s and 70s of them warehouses like on Matthew Street, but now they've been converted into shops and, like I said, apartments. Just demolishing them old mills. Scandalous. The mango tree, Indian cuisine. Oh, here it is, funny little junction. I had a look round here when I was looking for a blue, good quality helmet, and I didn't really have anything, so I ended up going on eBay and getting this RI, or Array. Is it RI? Is it Array? So we go on the way to Blackpool on this road. Stop by this shop. Is it still here? Is it open on Sundays, the bike day? Royal Enfield Benelli Suzuki Preston Superbike. Benelli. They'll have them 500s in. I like them. They're nice, aren't they? Continental GTs. Nice big tank. BMW huge scooter. They're nice, aren't they? What's them? Fiddle 3. Sim, innit? Sim, yeah. 125. Why are they all 125s? So there we are. If you're heading this way, it used to be called Slingers, a Suzuki Centre, many years ago. Right, next stop, hopefully, Wrea Green. Tootle around the actual circle of the green. Not going up there, it's chocker, isn't it? The grapes. You're going straight on, Albert, you're going to be waiting a long time, aren't you? I'll be able to manoeuvre it a bit closer. Getting Suzuki's 250 kettle. What's that? Kawasaki Mac 3 500. Got the H1. Do you know if there's an entrance free to pay? Do you just £10? Bloody hell. Yeah, I saw it on the internet and I thought, hey, why is it only on till 3? But I held up in traffic in Preston Centre. I thought I'm never going to get here on time. But yeah, it's a charity, isn't it? A hospice, so it's worthwhile paying tenner. Where do you pay? Is it here? Right, thank you. Lovely them, aren't they? Have you all considered getting a classic bike? Although I think these are about 10 grand, aren't they, fully restored? Still, would you pay for a Yamaha or whatever 10 grand, or would you spend 10 grand on one of them? Look at the spindly forks. Got an excess special. I'll keep my helmet on. 850. I like them excesses. There's one called a midnight special, isn't there? A midnight special. Noddy bike, Velocet. that the only bikes on display? Now then, Trinity Hospice. Here George, Formby, is that your Shuttlewood Snap? I don't. I was in a society. I was in a society for 5 years. I used to go to Imperial. But I think I upset them because we'd arrive at 12 o'clock. I said, are you going to show some of George's films? Because I've got the full set on DVD. Even Ferry or Nest, the rarest one. And he said, no, that's 7 o'clock. I said, what happens between 12 and 7? Well, you go on stage. Where's your ukulele? I said, well, I don't play. I just like motorbikes. I like his films. My favourite one is Turned Out Nice Again. Yeah. You know why I like that? Have you heard I Wish I Was Back on the Farm? That saucy one. That's my favourite. I wish I was back on the farm. A pretty girl came up to me and we began to chat. She said she'd give me something nice if we went back to her flat. I said I'd like a cup of tea. She thought it very odd. And when I said it's time to go, she charged me 30 bob. Yeah, fantastic. I've got his entire collection on 12 CDs. When I was in the society, I bought all sorts. But I thought, like I said, I think I annoyed that chap at Blackpool because I said, so there's 7 hours to wait before it films. Why not have a quiz? A quiz? I said, yeah, George Formby quiz and prize is a couple of pints at boy. Yeah. No. Get on stage. I said, yeah. But well, every time I went, they were trying to sell you stuff. I said, I've got his full set of songs on CD, all DVDs of every film. I said, I don't want outsales. He sell all little badges and all sorts. I suppose it's alright, because I was the youngest one there. Yeah, we're good do. I was going to ask, I asked an old chap, who do you pay? It's for charity for Trinity Hospice. So I thought there'd be someone collecting at the gate, but there's no gate, is there? J Waring. Alright, yeah, I thought that was something to do with the J Waring buildings. I'll give him a tenner because it's all for a good cause, isn't it? Alright, thanks very much. See you, mate. Hello, I'm told this is that chap's George Foreman said this is for Trinity Hospice. I thought it were a building company. No, we just organised it for them. Well, I'll donate tenner then for entry. Okay. Lovely, thank you very much. Alright. Right, before I walk round, I'll check I'm still filming. Yeah, it's good. Battery's good for 2.5 hours. It's quite a big show, isn't it? Look at that. Who'd have thought the green was this big? It looked tiny on the map. And there's some vintage vehicles. I told Sarah Crabtree about it online. I said, picture living in foreign parts, Yorkshire. Hot rod. What about that, Cat Harley? Nice thing, isn't it? I've always said if you built an old car with either electric or a decent engine, would they not sell? In a similar vein to how Triumph is selling their old, well, the new Bonnevilles, you know what I mean? Make them look old. I'd drive one of them if it was electric, just stop and go. Vintage voltage, Moggy should have a do at electrifying one, but I said to Sarah, I said if the wire wheels will just collapse because the batteries weigh half a ton. And that's solid wheels, isn't it? What was that yellow car? Like Doctor Who's vintage, oh there, Doctor Who's vintage car. Betsy, wasn't it, when John Pertwee was the Doctor? I've always wondered, Pertwee, was it not Pertwee? And someone had Jonathan Ross's problem and it was pronounced Pertwee and they got mixed up. Yeah, who won? I'll send a picture to her mate, she's a big Doctor Who fan. Alright, Betsy, eh? That was my favourite Doctor Who, John Pertwee. None of the others were any good. Well, they were good, but not as good as John Pertwee. I suppose Tom Baker a close second. Any car enthusiast, I'm afraid I don't know anything about cars, so I'll just wander around in anything in particular I like the look of. I'll go for a close-up. It's not a Derrick, is it? Dorothy, Birdman 1900. I thought you were out of Genevieve. Birdman sounds French, doesn't it? Or is it Belgian? Plastic Birdman. Ça plane pour moi. You know what I mean? That song. Oh, that's a duck pond. Get away. And I think that map, the scale must have been miles out, because this is a lot bigger than I thought. Look at it, it must be 200 feet square. Original minis go for a fortune, don't they? On that bloody Matthewson's, a wrecked mini all front end were rotten. But because it was a Mini Cooper S, the wreck went for 20 grand. And he said they had special wheels, didn't they? Ringo Starr had one. Well, lots of them in the 60s had a Cooper S. Wow. Lambo. There's no brown cars. Sarah Crabtree likes her brown cars. Oh, nice little do, isn't it? And yeah, we got that number plate sorted out. Nice little mini, missing a letter. Reynolds. Only gorgeous E-types. Where the minor changes though in this Charlie, some look different, don't they? Some have grills on the front, some are open. I know the high top and soft top. That looks a bit lumpy, doesn't it, near the grill? Oh, that's a nice jag, isn't it? Is that the one that, what's he called? David Beckham's lad at Brooklyn had an electric one made for 500 grand, $500,000, and gave it to his lad for the wedding present. It was at his birthday. Yeah, it's one of them electric. Stop and go reverse. And he's still selling stuff. Any horns. What's that? Damely Dollars. With a bell on the front. This whole thing. I always like looking at the dashboards. No speedos. Look at all the pedals. I might wait for that girl's picture. Oh. Stroking the dog, I thought she was struggling with the camera. Some American cars. Wow, what's that? Marauder. Is that the brand name of the model? I don't know. Like I said, I'm clueless about cars, never had one. Always had bikes since 1983. Plymouth, wow. Not a Plymouth Fury, like Christine. Plymouth Sport Fury. It is a Fury. Sport Fury. E-Red 1967, I didn't. Look at the length of these two. Like 15 feet, not more, 18 feet. 3 me led down, 3 6s are 18. Get it all in. So this is a Cadillac 60 Special. Look at the size of that trunk. Metallic red top. Oh, it's in Llandudno. May Day bank holiday. Cracking the glass, how's that happened? (1904) Humber 8. My granddad had a Humber Super Snipe 1967, 3 litre, and it just rotted away. You wouldn't think wood would take the weight, would you? Wouldn't think wood would take the weight, would you? Everyone's brought their dogs, are they going to be crapping all over? Oh, that's a better angle, isn't it? TR3. Lovely little things, aren't they? Would I fit behind that wheel? TR6. For sale, £9,000. Vauxhall Victor. That's in good shape, good order, doesn't it? No rust around the headlights. Cortina D-Reg 1966. Who's that that lovely Mexico? It's not Drew Pritchard. He saw it at Lake District Motor Museum and offered to buy it, but he couldn't. Well, not even halfway around yet. Cooper Sport, is that the S? I don't know. So, any stall selling stuff. I want a big horn, like I keep saying. Strange there's nothing online. I've seen them on stalls at Manchester Bike Show. DeLorean. It's tiny, done it for me. Another American car. Eldorado. Wow. Another one, about 18 feet long. Cadillac Eldorado 1967 again. Sale 23 grand. Oh yes, very elegant. Very 1930s. That's a very cool hood ornament, isn't it? Packard. Is that to stand on? Yeah, passengers get in the back by standing on them 3 pads. You see that one that Ed China did up? You had to get a chap in to do the aluminium brushwork. You have to be brushed, don't you? To get the grain in one direction. Otherwise you look crap. Buick. Not a nice hood ornament. Is that a genuine plate? DMC 1D. How did he go a bus? Was he too expensive or something? 1907. Kept that original, haven't they? They could tight it up, getting that rust off the manifold. A Coke can on the seat, that's sacrilege. I was thinking about Laurel and Hardy again, when you were still hoping with Dulcie and Stan rented a tiny little car like that. What did you rent a car like that for? So the Willys Jeep. Pontiac. That bonnet. Is it a Firebird? Same as Kit. And the Plymouth, 1951 Plymouth. Well, it's a good show, isn't it? Comparable with them big shows I've been to. Could have parked there, couldn't I? That's why we're going to do a circuit of the green to see where I could park. They're all mixed up, aren't they? I thought these were all modern cars, but it's a mixture. Oh, that's a Morgan in it. Modern but Luke old. No stalls. I call this room here. There could be stalls there selling stuff. You know, cheap oils and things and shiny chrome. The Triumph. Bentley. That's this old car. That's the type of thing I mean. Big chrome horn on the front. Ideal for my bike. Morris, isn't it? Very busy show. Everyone brought their bloody dogs. See another one. Where can you get them horns from? A bit bulky, so they might be heavy, but only if they're loud. Jensen. It's the rear end that make them distinctive, isn't it? Jensen 4-seater saloon, 1958 to 60. 193 of this model produced. Zephyr. Wow, 3 litre Austin. Hello, little Albert. Fancy. Oh, what? Mitsuoka. What the hell is a Mitsuoka? It sounds like something off a Chinese takeaway menu. Lotus, very nice. I know I'm saying very nice, but what else can you say? If I was an enthusiast, I'd be able to rattle off the size of the engines and everything, but I'm afraid I'm not. I appreciate good old British engineering though. 1968 Lotus Escort. That lad whacked the wing mirror, that's what I mean. Why would you leave your precious car for people to paw, potentially? Do they get paid for turning up, or I don't understand the idea behind this. I've often asked that question and no one's actually said. If you have a classic car and you bring it to a show, are you paid, or is it just that you're a decent sort who appreciates people's enthusiasm and therefore are happy to display them for nothing? But if I had a precious car with nice paintwork like that, and there's twerks waving their hands about and whacking your mirror, and then when you come back to it there's a bloody scratch or broken mirrors on it, dog lead with buckles on, kids toddling around. Commercials. Do you hear that old horn? That'd be nice to have one of them on. Oh, another Austin Healey. Sorry, I didn't recognise it. Lovely, aren't they? Very popular in America. Rare green. They're all rare green, aren't they? You must be a local enthusiast. Unless you actually belong. We've been here for many years. Belong to someone local. Ah, very nice. So look at that E-type with the hood down. Personalised Jag plate as well. Another one there. Modern Jag, old Jag. Bloody gorgeous. (1967) Jag. That's what Austin Powers had his Jaguar for. Summer of Love Jaguar. You see Austin Powers one with the Union Jack on. But none of them have got a Tarzan horn. How many different Spirit of Ecstasy have we seen? They're probably not called that on them American cars. N, there you go. What's that? 73, 74, 75, N. Elderly driver, please be patient. Signed George Formby. He's signing autographs. Maserati. So, if anyone local's watching this, why aren't there any stalls selling stuff? I can smell burgers. Oh, there, a little burger van. Some more bags there. But like I said, there's normally stalls selling stuff. Someone had a big horn, I'd buy it. If they could give me a demo of how loud it is. That's the trouble, you see. You buy stuff off eBay, it says 130 decibel, and they're often nowhere near. Some of them snail horns say 300, and then they can't be. Elvis, Matt McCartney had an old Elvis. That's 1967 as well. I thought that was Alan Millyard's special bike, then it's not. Oh, glad there's a few classics here. Should that battery be exposed on a block of wood, I think I'll make a little custom box for that and spray it the right colour. See, another of them big chrome horns. You must be able to buy them from somewhere. They're all alike, aren't they? With a big acorn nut in the middle. Don't cover your back up with a jacket. Wow. Vintage Indian, 1913. Matchless single. Lovely that, isn't it? Burgers smell good, but a bit of a queue. Ariel with a VH engine on. What's VH? Not Villiers. I don't know. I'll have a rat burger and chips, please. That's nice, isn't it? Little pedal cars. Is it pedal powered though, or has it got a little engine or electric? A battery one. Oh, vintage pedal car. I bet that's about 500 quid worth, if not more. There's some on the bottom row here, but you know, time constraints, shall we? Let's have a look. Oh, I've missed things. We're going backwards and forwards. What's this in this mini? The Lotus. There was that trailage here, driven. Let's look at the back end. Europa, Lotus Europa. EFGA 71, 72-ish. Wow. You should have a sticker on saying I will be started up every hour on the hour to let you hear the noise. Let's have another look at the hot rod. $1930 Ford Model A. Must be a modern engine to be a hot rod. I always thought it strange, all them huge early engines, and yet it'd be 10 horsepower, if that. But surely you could tweak them to produce more power. All them CCs, do they not always equate to horsepower? TVI collection, this, isn't it? As we're near Blackpool. Few nice vehicles parked up. Skellington in the passenger seats. A tuk-tuk. I have bought a tuk-tuk with them dodgy petrol stations swiping my credit card. Thank you for tuk-tuk. I think Carl Fogarty's got a tuk-tuk. Nice BMW, what model is that? I'm totally unfamiliar, like I keep saying, with modern bikes. I'll see something, I think. Like just what's that? What's that? Oh, little baby ducks. I'm afraid to say, well, I haven't got any for a while. They're a bit chewy, aren't they? I love crispy aromatic duck. And you get legs, don't you? About $4.99 from Aldi. Hoisin salt and little pancakes. You're littering. Haven't seen any bins though. I just picked some litter up from my street. The pizza boxes blowing about. Right, well, I wish I'd seen everything. So, definitely no stall selling anything. My hunt for a loud horn continues. I think I'll go back to Rivington and have one of their burgers. Yeah, I didn't check the camera for bug splats. Well, if a big fly splatty rat and a lens and I've been walking around for half an hour. Always check your lens for bug splats. Gonna sneeze. Oh, he dressed as excuse me, Sylvester McCoy with a question. Oh no, was it Peter Davidson, Doctor Who, with the question marks? Volvo. Is that a P800? What the Saint drove? Lotus big valve. Another one with a dog. Mini Mork. People keep saying that Port Merion is lovely and I should go on a visit, but I'm afraid the trip to Wales I'll be exhausted. If I went for a week it'd be alright, wouldn't it? Different town every night for 5 nights. That's a bit modern, that dash, doesn't it? It used to be walnuts. That's that Daimler, isn't it? That's nice, isn't it? Oh yeah, it's brown. There you are, Sarah Crabtree, a brown car. That's better than a bloody... Is it a Morrissey Tow? Sarah has, I don't know. It's a brown car. She likes brown cars. Yeah, very nice. Very nice little events. Oh, big events. I mean, the Chipping Steam Rally, there's only about 30 cars there, but here there must be at least 120 each. Lidham 4 mile. I just wonder what that blue bike is. A Yamaha. Yes. Pointy, isn't it? Pointy things. And that's what I said to Alan about. They seem to all be missing a side panel, and he exposed all the gubbins, all the pipes and wires. That exhaust are. Tracy, MT09, that's the one I liked. Lidham 4 mile, what's the other one say? Warrington, oh yeah, Warrington, that's what my mum said, it's near Warrington. So it is near Warrington, Singleton 5 mile, down there. Warrington's where the big aircraft factory is. I once applied for a job. Well, I think a job flagged up and it didn't state exactly where it was. It was in the stores at the aircraft factory at Warrington. And she seemed very impressed, like a phone interview. And I said, I'm sorry, I'd love to work there, but the commute would be about 18 miles there and 18 miles back. That was when I'd been made redundant from GEC aircraft. I used to make wings, reinforcing riblets for jet wings. Yeah, little tiny mirrors. There's a lower bit to that curb. Which way did I come in? Oh, yeah, if I do a circuit to this green and go back that way past the church, back to Preston, then Chorley, then Rivington. Little traction engine is running now. I like to get the gubbins on film. Should I go and have a look? You know, all the little moving parts. As a sort of ex-engineer, let's have a look. I filmed one at an old car going past as well. Let's have a look at this. Do a clip on Blue Peter, Mark Curry. I sat him on there and he couldn't stop it. Do you know if all the steam rallies are on this year? It's going to the chipping steam rally every year. Oh, is it on this year?
I think so, yeah.
After 2 years of nothing, I'll be glad to see it back.
Yeah, will be.
Something I like going around doing loads of stalls selling bits and pieces. I thought there might be some here because I'm after a loud horn for my bike.
Right.
And there's nothing selling anything.
Oh, don't know whether it's, no.
Well, chipping, hopefully if it's on I'll be able to get some stuff there.
Yeah.
Lovely little thing that. I was just saying on my camera there was a clip from Blue Peter. Mark Curry was sat on one going around studio and he couldn't stop or slow down and he turned round and he crunched into a big neon sign. And the steam enthusiast owner had to run over and he turned something and stopped it dead. So what he was doing wrong, I don't know. Yeah, lovely little things. Little tiny shovel. Let's have a smell at the smoke. That's what I like, the smell of that smoke. I went on the Keithley and Worth Valley Railway a month ago and I left the window open on purpose because when it went through a couple of little tunnels, all that came in. The Burrell traction engine. Oh well. Breaker, what's a breaker? That's not the same as a Pan Am, is it? For sale, Horton Cottage. Stop there for a little bit. He could have a press of the toys and all, and he always amuses kids, or big kids like me. Right, Circuit of the Green then, Rivington Barn. Oh, there's no belly pan to worry about now, is there? Hey, that's one advantage. Are you doing what I'm doing? A circuit of the doings. Thank you. Very nice Mustang. Oh, what a lovely little show this is, isn't it? I'm on a delightful village green. Nice little houses, look at them. They're new builds, but their architect must have been a proper bloody chap that knows how to do stylish oldie worldy style. That's nice, modern roller. You know what I mean? Instead of boxes, does it cost a great deal more to make them with little turrets on, little gables? Like this is an old one, but that's what I mean, they look just like that. You know what I mean, you know what I mean? Instead of little crappy boxes, make them more interesting shapes. Another MG, lots of MGs here today. There's no ice cream now, there's just a burger van. You're missing a trick, aren't you? You make a bloody fortune selling ice cream to all the kids here. And dog food for all the dogs here. Sort of Waterton. I'm not going to the seaside, I'll save that for May. Yes, I'm off for a week in May when it'll be a bit warmer and less windy. Thank you. Near the Istanbul supermarket. Yeah, leave it open. It's open because there's the big screens on. No bikes here. Let's have another look. Without the belly pan. It's dried nicely. Hmm, 4 PM, yeah. Thank you, Albert. Now then, is it back to normal or is it not? We shall see.
St. George.
And he's still serving the burgers. Are you still open for food? Alright. No hot chocolate. I'll have a coffee then, please. Just coffee then, please. Yeah, you turn right and it's up the hill and then there's another turning to the right. Well, you'll have to go to the exit again. Alright, thank you very much. If we're still serving grub in here. Everything's meant to be back to normal, isn't it? Oh, looks like having renovations done for a wedding. Coffee it is then. That's what I mean, we should always bring snacks, shouldn't we? So if we're caught out with arriving late, I won't be bloody starving. Everything back to normal while they're faffing around. It's an original 70s one, isn't it? Coffee. I think mine's the best bike here. Pleased to see the reflector's still on. Giant reflector. If you want one, let me know. I've got 3 others. Should I stop by that Polish shop and get some truffles for work? But as I'm the only one that seems to get chocolates. Why should I bother? You're doing all of it. Yes, this is where all my belly pan scrapings came from. Now nothing. Hey, who wants a bloody belly pan? Only thing I can imagine it doing is scooping air up against the oil filter and maybe cooling the oil down a little. But probably a negligible amount. What I've not done today is test the tyres and oil. Everything's working good. Didn't mean to press the donkey one. Bit tricky with gloves on to select the appropriate sound. And village stock still there, yep. Won't be originals from the 1600s. Oh, a vintage bike. And this road is in desperate need of resurfacing. Straight. I think you better come in the trailer way if you're going to visit here this summer. I bet midweek nobody's on this road, so that'd be a good opportunity to resurface it. Monday to Friday, a few yards every day. Now that chap, the burger boy, was after this road here. That's where you turn off and there's another car park for hikers up there. Going to be windy up here. Should I do a stop? View the landscape in the howling gale and carry on, or not bother? Bloody geekers, one day I'll get caught out and stall the bloody thing. Yeah, let's do a stop and carry on, as soon as there's a little lay-by. It's nice, isn't it? Looks like a desert with that pale grass. And because it's been dry all week, I bet some silly buggers are going to set light to it like they normally do. It can't be accidental. There's a fire here every year. I'll keep my head still, keep my head still. Coast, Blackpool, Fleetwood, Blackpool. Them hills on a distance, believe it or not, are North Wales, all that way away. Southport and Liverpool. Oh no, it'll be a lot wider view for you, of course. Anyway, stop, view the landscape. Yeah, a lot of people go to Wales on their bikes, don't they? But it's such a pain getting there. How far do you go? Warrington, then turn off. No, on the motorway. And that A55 is meant to be a right pain. I'd like a look at Port Merion, but if there's nothing actually there, like interesting shops, I always like to have a destination to go to, you know, things to do. I mean, today was a nice ride, and then the added bonus of the car show. It's alright, don't panic, little babies. Yeah, just riding around the Welsh hills and coming home wouldn't really appeal. There'll have to be something to look at, like a nice castle. I like to do a shearings, on this shearings, do a coach trip, a week-long tour of 7 different castles and staying in an ancient pub every night. Wouldn't bother me if the coach were full of grannies and granddads. Well, I'm of that age, aren't I? 58. Yeah, marvellous. Our shearing's still going. I love a little holiday like that. They have bogs on board. That's my often sudden urges to go for a wee. Although I've been alright today, I've not been. I was going to go then. So I thought, no, I'll be home in 20 minutes, don't need to. Another one with your faulty brake lights. My front brakes are fine now. If there was a film on them, it's gone. And potholes, potholes. Funny little hills, aren't they? Funny big hills. You see hikers up there. If you fall down there, missus, you're asking for trouble. Pensioners walking about. Few of them tumble down hills, don't they? There's a chap died recently, I read in the paper. On, I think it was Helvellyn, or one of the big hills in the Lake District. There's like a spiky peak on the top that ramblers walk on, and he lost his footing, and it said he tumbled 300 feet. Not vertical, but you can imagine him bouncing off bloody rocks, and he died. Hiking. Well, it's all very well walking on grass, but not trying to balance on the bloody sharp edge of a peak on top of a what's effectively a mountain. You can just walk for a couple of miles, find a pub, walk for another couple of miles, find another pub. That's what I'm going to do in Liverpool. Visit Ringo's pub. And there's two others where John Lennon used to inhabit. And I thought of asking Ian Hepcat Harley to do me some stickers. Someone once put a fake English heritage plaque on Matthew Street saying John Lennon pissed here 27 times. And I thought of asking Ian to do me some stickers, and when I go to Liverpool, stick them here and there in bogs. Matthew Street, in the Grapes where they used to go. And there's a student pub called Ye Crack where he met Cynthia. And another one, the Philharmonic, very ornate tiled bogs, mosaic pattern. A blue plaque sticker, about 5 inches across, saying John Lennon pissed here in 1959. What's he stop there for? Yeah, another one with faulty brake lights. Bloody hell. See if this road's any better since last year. There's some terrible ruts further up on that pine tree forest section. Subsidence there. Bloody dip. Bump, bump, bump. Not a rock, no, it's a paper cup. That's why I've never been fast down here with a dodgy bloody road surface. I used to speed up the film, remember, when YouTube had their own editor. Speed up the film to look like I was doing 100 and odd mile an hour. And where's them rocks? Looks like they might have been filled in last year. I've not been in this section for quite some time. One there. Not as bad as it used to be a couple of years ago. You could have had a nice meal there, probably end up having a pizza. Yes, she had some. Got 3 bags. Vavel, trèfle, Zvavelou. Does that mean rum in Polish? They're delicious if you like rum, dark rum. That's me sat nav, Lancashire A to Z. Let's get home. Hello, what's going on? Come on, fuck your way. Thank you. Well, wired them 2 horns up, one from Ainsworth Rider, one that I just got. They're both Oxford ones. That's the key. Let's work. Before the battery runs out. Better than that single horn. It was a Lucas, that one I took off was a Lucas. It's meant to be a good mate. They'll do for now, but how long is it before they ping out once you get weathering? It took a while to get them sending right. One was just going beep. And yet the solid adjusters have got glue on. You know, you can adjust the little screws, well they've got glue on. So one assumes they've been factory tuned, but I'll spray it all black. That'll keep the crap off. Yeah, that's an idea. Mask everything off, spray it black. It won't get in the gubbins. Just so it blends in. blue and red crimp terminals. Try again. Make sure it's not a fluke. Right, so that's another little job done. Thanks for watching today. Just louting to Wrea green. Bye for now.